Well, China's oversupply of unsold homes was another heatedly discussed topic at the Central Economic Working Conference. It was agreed that rural residents relocating to urban areas should be allowed to register as city residents, which would enable them to buy and rent property. In addition, the low-rent public housing program will be launched, and the government will support rental enterprises. To address market weakness and a broader economic slowdown, China's central bank cut benchmark interest rates 5 times since last November for almost a year now. It has also lowered banks' reserve requirement ratios 3 times since February this year. Deposit requirements for second home purchases were also reduced, and some local governments rolled back restrictions on home purchases. Officials in some small cities have already showed in resolving the addressing country's housing problem. And my colleague Sarah Xue went to Anyang City in Henan Province to see how the local government is stimulating property sales there.
Time, 7 o'clock. Temperature, -4 degrees. It's a regular cold morning in Anyang, central China's Henan Province. But before the doors of city's real estate training center, people have formed a long queue. They're waiting to gather 20,000 yuan subsidies to buy new apartments.
I came here at 7 o'clock last night and stayed in my car overnight. I had to come so early because many people are waiting to get the subsidies.
I was hesitant to buy an apartment, but after the government announced this policy, I decided to go for one. If there are subsidies like this in the future, I'll probably buy another one.
This August, Anyang government introduced a series of measures to attract more people to buy apartments. Anyone, including city dwellers or migrant workers, can get a subsidy of 20,000 yuan if they buy new homes through December 31st. So far, nearly 13,000 houses have been sold, costing local government a total subsidy of over 200 million yuan.
Besides the financial and interest subsidies, more stimulus measures have been rolled out, including tax reduction. We can see huge growth in property sales on a year-on-year basis. And related industries such as renovation and home appliances have reported good sales.
China today is facing a critical challenge: how to fill the people into millions of empty unsold homes. Most of these properties are in third and fourth-tier cities, which have been hit hard by immigration to larger cities. Local authorities in Henan Province are pinning their hopes on urbanization as a source of poverty destocking. Last month, the province vowed to allocate at least 300 million yuan annually to encourage farmers to buy their first home by cutting transaction fees.
Urbanization can't happen if migrant workers have nowhere to live in the cities. So we will dedicate our efforts to make sure they can settle where they want and enjoy the same social benefits. This will fuel consumption in housing.
In 2014, China's housing market experienced a downturn due to weaker demand and supply glut, and the trend continued into 2015 with a continued decline in sales and prices. According to data from the National Bureau of Statistics, the unsold home inventory hit a record 686.3 million square meters by the end of October, up 17.8% from the previous year.
Well, for sure, Anyang is not the only place facing this problem, so it's time to wait and see how the implementation of such measures works out. Back to you, Rachel. That's all from me.
Wang Tengshuan, thank you very much.